Hey guys, it's Michaela here. Welcome to our online community at Recover Wellbeing. Today we're going to be practicing a restorative sequence, level 1. It's beautiful for relaxing the mind, body and spirit, helping us to release tension and let go. We're going to be holding just a few postures for a few minutes, deepening our breath and our connection to our mind and body. So when you're ready, rolling out your mat, we come to the front of our mat to begin with, into a nice seated position, connecting the feet out in front. And we don't want those heels too close to the body here. We just want the feet in a comfortable position where we're able to sit upright with a nice lengthened spine. Finding this length through the spine to begin with as the feet connect, allowing for the knees to drop down towards the mat. Having a nice deep breath in here, we exhale. If you're noticing as you breathe that you are holding a little bit of tension today, maybe staying here for a few more moments, breathing in and releasing. One more. Having another nice deep breath in, we begin to enjoy the nice stretch in this pose by exhaling, allowing for the chin to fall down towards the chest as we begin to let the arms fall down the legs, coming into a nice gentle forward fold. So just allowing for the hands to either rest up inside the diamond shape in between the legs, or maybe allowing the arms to rest on top of the legs with the palms resting into the ankles or calves. As you exhale here, if you notice there is a lot of discomfort here in between the hips or the knees, or the angle of your knees drawing down towards the mat is a little too deep, what we can do is grab a blanket or pillow to place underneath either knee and support the legs here. Otherwise, continuing to allow the body just to begin to relax and curl over. And we're going to be staying here for a few minutes, beginning to deepen our breath. And every time that we exhale, I want you to relax a new muscle in the body. Maybe allowing the head just to roll side to side, then dropping the crown of the head down towards the mat. Let the neck get a nice gentle stretch here as you fold forward. Breathing into the back and sides of the rib cage. We exhale, allowing the body to fold forward a little deeper. And as we continue to breathe here, the body will naturally draw down towards the mat. Gravity doing its job, allowing for you to not only stretch through the hips, but also the lower back as the spine curls over in flexion. Deepening your breath, letting go. Close down the eyes. Relax the arms. Ask yourself what it is that you can let go of so that your body can relax that little bit further. And as you do, draw down a little bit deeper. If the arms begin to limit that deepening through the stretch, just Just allow the arms to draw forward, the palms facing up as you melt down, nice and low. Noticing what's arising for you as you stretch through the point of the hips, the groin. Places in the body where we often store a lot of heavy or negative emotion that we often repress. Energetically, this asana helps us to release and create space emotionally, freeing us truly from tension in the mind, body, and spirit. Holding here for a few more moments, we allow the body to drop down a little deeper. For the shoulders to begin to drop down nice and heavy. Continuing to let gravity do its job as you relax. And just in this moment, notice how deep you have dropped down into this pose from where you first started. As the time passes, notice how much you've been able to relax using the breath. Staying here for 5 more breaths. Last 2 breaths. And after that second exhale, very, very slowly begin to find length through the lower back. We articulate the spine up nice and slowly, starting from the lower back, up through the center of the spine, the arms just dragging along with the body. We allow the head to slowly draw up towards the ceiling, finding length through the spine, the chest nice and open, the eyes still closed. Finding that moment of stillness in the body as you sit here. Last breath in and out. Very slowly, we open the eyes, drawing the hands behind us, fingertips facing towards the body. We extend out through the leg, one by one. Maybe drawing those hands back a little bit further if we need, so we can inhale, open through the chest. We draw the shoulders back, lifting up out of the palms, enjoying that nice extension through the spine to counteract that deep flexion we just enjoyed. Last breath in here, and exhale, drawing the head and spine back through to center. Having another nice deep inhale here. Then as we exhale, we're going to lay down onto the mat. So if you need, bending at the knees to support the lower back as you make your way down nice and slowly. Making sure that your hair is in a comfortable position as well. Finding length through the spine. We all begin to bend at the knees, having those heels and knees approximately hip width distance apart here. Letting the shoulders be heavy. And you want to draw those heels in a little closer towards the body, allowing for us to come into that bridge pose for 3 deep breaths. So resting those palms into the mat, the shoulders heavy. We open through the chest. Inhale, we lift up with those hips, squeezing through the glutes. 1 more breath. And exhale, we begin to lower down through the spine. Finding that nice neutral spine here, allowing for there to be space through the lower back here, enough just for a blueberry to sit underneath our lower back. Having another nice deep breath in, we begin to lift up with our right leg, placing that right ankle just above that left knee. Deepening the breath, we exhale, drawing that right knee further away from the body. So we can open up through this right hip, deepening the breath. If we're already getting a deep stretch here and this is enough for us, then staying here. Exhale. Or maybe you'd like to come a little deeper. We inhale, drawing that left foot up off the floor, interlacing those fingers and placing this interlace onto that left shin. If that's comfortable for us, staying here, or maybe reverting back to that previous position. That right knee still drawing away from the chest, letting the shoulders draw down to the mat. We stay here for 1 more breath. Then if you have that left knee lifted, we exhale, drawing that left knee nice and close towards the body, maybe changing the grip a little deeper down the leg. Finding that point where you begin to feel that nice stretch through that right glute, the psoas. Deepening the breath, letting the chest be open. I invite you to close down the eyes and really begin to tune your awareness inward, noticing how your body feels right now. Noticing how your breath is. And of course the mind. Noticing whether there are thoughts moving through the mind, or if there's stillness. And no matter what we observe, we begin to release those observations, focusing back on the present breath through the body. Seeing within ourselves what it is that we can do to let go and release, to relax into the pose, to soften. Still feeling that right knee drawing away from the body. Maybe if that left heel is lifted, feeling that left knee draw a little closer to the chest. And if you notice those hips peeling up rather high from the mat, trying to ground down through the tailbone. If you're feeling a little too much tension here, maybe placing a blanket or a pillow underneath that tailbone, those hips. Otherwise, tuning back to that breath. Sinking down with the shoulders. Finding that softness. We're here for one more breath. And when you're ready, if you're holding on to that left leg, we slowly release that grip, placing those arms by the side as we lower that left heel back to the mat. Everyone meeting here with that right knee still drawing away from the body, breathing in. And as we exhale, we lower that right heel down to meet the left. Having another nice deep breath in here. Exhale, we begin to extend through that left leg away from the body, finding length through that left leg, keeping the right knee bent, the shoulders still grounded into the mat. We inhale, drawing those arms up at shoulder height, just glancing to either side, checking at that shoulder height with the arms. And when you're ready, having another nice deep breath in, we draw that right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, we draw that left palm to the outer side of that right knee, using that grip of the palm as we breathe in. And exhale, lowering that right knee down to the left side of your mat. Yet again, you can support your practice by using a pillow or blanket underneath that right knee if it doesn't quite reach the mat. Or you can simply allow the right foot to ground, choosing to either look up towards the ceiling or we look over to those right fingertips and close the eyes down. Deepening your breath, trying to ground down with that right shoulder towards the mat. We enjoy a nice spinal twist here. Noticing how this pose feels in your body. Noticing the quality of your breath now as you twist through the torso. If that quality has changed. Trying to deepen that breath as always, particularly in our restorative practice. Allowing for your body to relax as the breath does deepen. That left hand still resting on top of that right knee as you enjoy this twist, helping you find a little bit of depth into the twist. Holding here for 5 more breaths. Last 2 breaths. And after your second exhale, we slowly inhale, drawing the head back to center. Maybe opening the eyes if it feels good or keeping them closed. On your next inhale, we very slowly draw that right knee back through to center. And exhale, relaxing that left palm back down to the mat. Breathing in. Exhale, we lower that right heel down. Inhale, we find a nice bend through that left knee, regrounding through the pelvis here, allowing for those hands to drop back down the side of your body here as the palms rest into the mat. The shoulders still heavy, both knees bent, the chest open. We stay here for 1 more full breath. And we get ready to do the same through the opposite side on our mat. Breathing in, we lift up with that left leg, placing that left ankle just above that right knee, resting on the thigh. Grounding down through that right foot, we begin to draw away with that left knee from the body. So instead of drawing that left knee to the chest, feel it draw away, open. Noticing here if that right hip is lifting up off the mat, and if it is, trying to ground back down so it's nice and even through the pelvis. Having another nice deep breath here. And really honoring the fact if one side feels a little tighter in the body compared to the other. Maybe this stretch looks different on the left side compared to the right. And just honoring that. Staying here for one more breath. And if this is enough for you, please listen to your body and stay here, continuing to draw that left knee away from the chest. Or when you're ready, we inhale, lifting up with that right foot off the mat, weaving that left hand underneath that left leg to place your palms onto the shin. Interlacing the fingers for a deeper grip. Then when you're ready, we ground through the shoulders, keeping that pelvis nice and even as that left knee continues to draw away from the chest. Yet again, you have the option to draw the hands down a little deeper on the leg towards the ankle. If you wish to come a little closer in towards the chest, but still keep those arms extended. Otherwise, just staying where you are. Beginning to draw down with the tailbone ever so slightly. Truly observing how this stretch feels on this side of your body compared to the other. Listening to the story that our body tells. The story of where we hold tension, where we hold stress, and where we need to release and focus. I invite you to close down the eyes if you haven't already, deepening the breath. Chest still nice and open, left knee still drawing back, breathing. Asking yourself the delicious question of what is it that I need to let go? What do I need to release so I can relax? And as you find the answer in your practice, use your breath to find that release, to find that relaxation. Staying here for a few more moments. The breath slowing down. Five more breaths. And just notice whether the shoulders have crept up, whether that left knee has dropped close back to the chest. Regaining that alignment by drawing away with the left knee to deepen the stretch and grounding down through the shoulders. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, maybe opening the eyes. If that right knee is lifted, we exhale, releasing that grip of the right leg, lowering that heel back down to the mat as the palms rest down by the side of the body. Meeting here with the left knee still drawing away from the chest. We have another nice deep breath in. And exhale, that left heel meets the right. Just glancing towards those knees, making sure the pelvis is nice and even. Maybe rocking the pelvis side to side if you're feeling a little bit of tension here. Then coming back to that stillness. Having another nice deep breath here. We exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, extending with the right leg now. Finding length through that right leg with the heel in alignment with the right hip. We inhale, drawing the hands up at shoulder height. Allowing for the shoulders to ground down still, the chest nice and open. Let there already be relaxation through the body. Softness. One more deep inhale and exhale to prepare. Inhale, we draw that left heel off the mat, that right hand over to the outer side of that left knee. Both shoulders grounding down towards the mat, away from the ears. Having another nice deep inhale to prepare. And as we exhale, we lower that left knee towards the right side of your mat. Using the right palms, grip onto that left knee to deepen the stretch. And if you're a little tighter on one side than the other, always honoring this. If you're comfortable with the head looking up towards the ceiling, remaining here, or otherwise exhaling, looking over to the left fingertips. Yet again, you have the variation to place a pillow or a couple of folded blankets underneath that left knee to support the twist and your relaxation in the pose. Otherwise, as you exhale, maybe just allowing that knee to draw down a little deeper towards the mat. Still making sure that left shoulder is grounded. Deepening your breath. Coming back to the belly. Seeing if you can breathe into that space of the belly where you enjoy that nice twist. Let everything just relax. Maybe you rest the elbow into the mat, or keep the arm extended. Find your comfort. Let this time be your time to unwind. Your time to melt. To melt away the stress. To melt away the tension. And melt into your breath. A gentle ebb and flow through the body as you breathe in and out. Closing down the eyes if you haven't already, and if it feels good. Yet again, asking yourself what it is you need to let go of in order to relax that little bit deeper. Softening not only the muscles, but the mind and the breath. We're here for a few more moments. Enjoying the final few breaths here. Last 2 breaths. And after that second exhale, if you're looking over to those left fingertips, drawing the head back to center. Inhale, we draw that left knee back up. Exhale, releasing that right palm back down to the mat at shoulder height. And releasing the left heel down. Inhale, we draw that right knee back up, bending into the knees. Allowing both heels to meet at shoulder height. Both heels to meet at a hip width distance apart. You can try for shoulder height. The shoulders grounded. Deepening your breath. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, drawing both knees in towards the chest. Giving yourself a little hug. You can rest your palms onto the shins, or maybe you allow the chest to lift up, reaching for the opposite elbows, then lowering the head back down. Rocking side to side, just to massage through the spine. Then when you're ready, coming back to stillness. On your next inhale, everyone drawing their head up nice and close towards those knees, creating a ball of energy. Holding this energy for one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax. Let the arms extend by the side of the body, maybe reaching a little wider than your mat. Let the legs open, extend. Let the body relax in a nice reclined position. Softening the shoulders, we close down the eyes, connecting back to the breath. Coming into Shavasana, corpse pose. The ultimate pose for relaxing the nervous system, calming the mind. Still following that breath, watching and feeling its ebb and flow through the body. Choosing to either stay here for 5 more breaths, or maybe staying here for another 10 minutes for your Shavasana practice. Entering a nice gentle meditation. But if you're following through with the time of this video, we start those 5 deep breaths now. And once you've had your 5 deep breaths, we slowly begin to bend at the knees. And when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, we roll to a side that brings us comfort into a nice fetal position. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Then slowly we make our way into a seated position, finding whatever seated position brings you comfort. Lengthening through the spine. Exhaling. Inhale, we draw the hands to the heart center. Exhale, we bow the head. Taking a moment to come back to our breath. Maintaining the peace in our mind, our body, and our heart throughout the rest of our day, the rest of our night. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me in today's class. I hope you have a nice, relaxing day or night, whether you're going to sleep or just starting your day, and that your body feels nice and rejuvenated, relaxed. Using this practice to come back to at any time that you feel stressed or overwhelmed. Thank you. Namaste.